Hello everybody, happy Monday to you all. Now, okay, Cowboys preseason 2.0 is over. All right, and we expected these wins. It's time for us to come back to earth. I got up this morning yesterday evening I had already calmed down like immediately because we just did what we were supposed to do. And if we had lost just one of those games, it would have been a serious problem in Cowboys land, right? So now that our second preseason is over, we looked pretty good. We generally played well in all games. We had a small stretch yesterday that we didn't like, and a small stretch last week that we didn't like. But and we all want perfection, but that really doesn't exist in the NFL. We'll look at some other team and say, "Oh man, they're playing great," but you know their own fan base is picking them apart like we pick our own team apart as well. So it's time to get serious and time to start our season. But first I want to give out my game balls for yesterday. The first game ball goes to Kellen Moore for two main reasons. Well, not two main reasons, just one main reason. The halftime adjustments. Well, no, two main reasons. The halftime adjustments and the establishment of the running game, which I've been begging for or whatever. Two running backs with 100 yards, that's just amazing. That's just freaking amazing. But halftime adjustments, that's rare air for us. You know, we usually come back out of the half and do kind of like the same stuff we did in the first half that wasn't working. But it seemed like we were a different type team when we came out on the offensive side of football, and almost everything worked. So a big game ball goes to him, and I haven't given a shout out to John Kitna as well. Kitna impressed me a lot out there in training camp, and I know he's a part of whatever Kellen Moore is doing. Both of them together are a huge asset to our offensive side of the football. Okay. Dak and Amari Cooper both get one. Both made glaring mistakes, but came back and played almost flawless football. For Dak, the most impressive two things was when Amari Cooper dropped one in his hands. That was Amari's bad thing, and he took it in stride. He still got 6 points on that same drive. That was impressive. Not to let it, not to let it bother you, not to let it faze you. And on that 3rd and 20 conversion to Witten was just beautiful after another penalty. I mean, 3rd and 20 is a death sentence. Didn't faze him. Got the first down and moved on for the touchdown. But when he made that pass to Witten, I ran around my room like a chicken with his head cut off. Now, secondly, is when that 74-yard touchdown to Cobb got called back because of a penalty. I was so upset, Connor Williams. I was so upset with Connor Williams, but he didn't let it faze him. He still led the team in another touchdown by hitting Devin Smith on a 33-yarder, and he hit Cobb on a 20, and then Coop finished up with a touchdown. That's my kids behind me. Don't ignore me. Ignore them if you hear them. I'm trying to ignore them. But he hit Cooper for another touchdown. So Coop gets the game ball for those two touchdowns, and Dak for overcome on both of those touchdown drives, overcoming something big and still scoring the touchdown. And my last game ball goes to one of my new favorite players, Tony Pollard. That last touchdown drive was all him. It was all him from start to finish. He made all the runs to get you down to the field, and he capped it off with a touchdown. That was super impressive. Super impressive. So I'm thinking we're going to see a lot more of Pollard right here at the beginning part of the season, and then everybody's going to get a dose of Ezekiel Elliott, because Ezekiel Elliott was doing his thing yesterday. You think he got 2 yards and he's getting 9, or you think he was stopped and he got 7 or whatever. That's what we have as far as that's what we paid the $90 million for. Nobody on defense gets a game ball, in my opinion. They just did their jobs. You know what I'm saying? So let's improve on that side of the ball, because we're going to have to when it comes to next week. All right. Around the league, quickly. Yes, I was super excited when Philadelphia lost. I am always excited on Sundays when the Cowboys win and Philadelphia loses. but I am not stupid enough to believe they're done. They're nowhere near done. We just got a real good, lovely start on them. And if we can, and next week, that's why next week is extremely important, because if we can beat New Orleans, and they lose to Green Bay, that's a 3-game start that we have on Philadelphia, and if we lose that edge, oh my goodness, you talking about a rant, you will get one. But don't count out Philadelphia, not even that much, because D-Jax is gonna come back and he's gonna fix them. I love trolling Philadelphia about Carson Wentz, but I love it. I mean, it makes me happy. But truth be told, I really like that guy. He's fun to watch. He has an excellent attitude. He's super smart, etc. Wentz just has 2 things working against him. He's an ego quarterback, which makes me automatically hate him. It is what it is. And the way the media dotes on him, way too much. And that just gets under my skin, because they'll beat my quarterback up and pump this quarterback up, even when they're doing the same things. I mean, they've done pretty much the same. This year Dak has been better. But for their career, Wentz had a stretch when he was great. Dak had a stretch when he didn't throw any interceptions and he was great. I mean, it's just, but Dak, it's everybody around him. But now everybody is seeing, and Philadelphia fans and everybody, Wentz needs help. Wentz needs help, just like Dak needed help. It is what it is. All right, as for the Giants, I got caught up watching Daniel Jones. Man, I liked him a little bit. Well, no, I liked him a lot in preseason, and I like him a whole lot now. I might like him more than Wentz as far as the way he plays the game, his approach to the game, what he does, his way. Ooh, his game is right there where I like quarterbacks to be. So I don't know what the future holds, but the Giants fans, they're up today and they're really happy. This year's a wash, and I think they know this year's a wash. They start off with Eli and didn't win any games, but and then Barkley is hurt. I don't even know. I saw him with the boot and the crutches. I don't know how long he's out for. If it's the season or whatever, I'll look at that later. But this year's a wash. But they are happy because they do have a quarterback for the future, in my opinion. I need to see a little bit more, but way to start your career, Daniel Jones. And the greatest thing that happened yesterday in that game was Eli's face when it all was going on. when he read that touchdown, Eli's face. When the game was over, walking off the field and everybody's jumping around, Eli's face. That was hilarious. Next week we have New Orleans and yesterday Kamara and Michael Thomas were just ridiculous. They are legitimately scary. Kamara was making runs when you thought he was supposed to be tackled. He was bouncing off guys and walking in the end zone. He was doing the Zeke thing when you thought he was stopped for 1 yard and he would get 8. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a tough game. Teddy Bridgewater is talented, he's smart, he's accurate, and he has a coach. So we can't give him the time that we gave Josh Rosen at the beginning of the game. We're going to have to do something to shake up Teddy Bridgewater next week. So that's going to be a tough game. And I know Drew Brees is out, but you cannot count out the talent that's on that roster. And they do have a legitimate quarterback running that team. So that's where we are today. Of course, enjoy the day. Enjoy the highlights. Enjoy people talk sports talk or whatever. But we do not need to be too excited. We just did what we were expected to do. From here moving forward is where the work begins. All right? Have a good Monday, everybody. Peace out.